training about Primavera P6. We will learn how to initiate a project, then further on do the planning, execution, and monitoring and control. Let's go. What are the project attributes? We have a unique scope, we have objectives, human resources involved, we have the duration of the project, financial resources, someone who is investing, so the sponsor, risk involved, constraints. Speaking about constraints, the triple constraint is the scope, what we have to build or do, then how much it will cost, and what will be the duration. All this can be used in Primavera, and we can refer to a standard like PMBoK guide. This guide can give us different processes and process flow that can be used so that we can properly do our project planning and control. So we'll have initiation, planning, plan what we will do, then do the monitoring and control, and execution, and in the end closing. Now, this being said, what can we do with Primavera P6? We can do at the portfolio level, meaning multiple projects. We can do planning, so multiple projects. We can see at the company what is going on. Further on, we can do performance analysis by different indicators for all these projects. We can do at the individual project level, project planning, critical path analysis. We can do budget and cost analysis, initial budget, actual, and so on, so we can follow this as well. We can do resource management if there are over allocations. We can do earn value management, S-curve analysis. Also, there is a risk part, analyzing potential risks. Change management, are there any changes against the initial contract dates? And further, we can do reports that can be submitted further according to each project. And different reports, of course, can be exported from Primavera P6 to other tools for a better view. Now, we will switch to ChatGPT to help us to build our project. So let's ask him, give a sample project for our quick training. Okay, so let's see. So we have a commercial building construction, and we have 4-story commercial building. Let's see. So let's take the title, commercial building construction. We'll go to Primavera P6. First time when it's open, we are in the overall projects view. We'll go to File, New. We can keep the same EPS structure, the biggest one. Next, the project ID if you want, then project name. Project plan start, we'll keep it, let's say, expected today. Next, and to be faster, we'll click finish. Now, the project has been created, but it's empty. Now, next step when building the project is to see the work breakdown structure. So, on the left side, you have these two squares, WBS. Now, everything is empty here. In order to add a new structure, right click and click add. Now, you can again click add, and you can see this is like a structure, child and sub-level, level and sub-level, and you can, on the right side, move them one after the other and add several ones. So you have 1, 2, 3. Let's see how this project is being structured by ChatGPT. So we have the name, then project details, ID, start date, work breakdown structure. So it is structured like that, initiation and planning. So let's take this one. Further on, we have site preparation. We have foundation. So I need to add other levels. I will click insert to be faster. Let's see further structural work. Okay, finishing and handover. So this is our brain structure. Then next step is to do the activities and durations. Now we have site mobilization. So let's see, after the WBS was done, we can go in the next view, which is the activities view. On the left side, you have this icon. So we are in the activities view and we need to define the activities in each structure. So in order to add an activity, right click add, and here we can put site mobilization, then excavation and earthworks. This is already inside excavation or foundation, let's say. You can click insert on your keyboard, put the task, foundation work, a new task here, structural framing, installation. So already we can see structural framing has to be under structural work. So I just move that, and then we can have interior finishing. It can be here, insert, new task, put the name, and that's it. Now we need to give the duration. So we have 5, 10, 15. So let's give the durations. If you don't have the duration displayed here, or we already have it, you can very simple change the display. So you can right click columns and add the fields that you need. For this one, you already have the original duration, but we'll use a more simple view. So we'll go layout, open. So we'll change the layout with classic WBS layout, which is more simple. That's it. So we have the ID, the WBS, and we need the duration. So let's put it back. General, actually in duration, original duration. Okay, great. So let's put it 5, 10, 5, then 10 days, 15, 30. Let's say that for the other, for MEP installation and interior finish, we have 30 days. I can right click and fill down. This is a good functionality. If you want to see the Gantt chart, double click on the right side, and you will see the activities in your view. You can zoom in, double click. Now, next step, let's see, site preparation. In site preparation, we skip this task. We'll put it here. Next step is, let's see, activity relationships. For the purpose of this training, we'll use everything finish to start, one after the other. So let's see, select the first one, the last one, right click, and do link activities. After this is done, you can display the activities, click F9 on your keyboard, and like that you will be able to schedule your project. If not, you can go to tools and schedule, and then based on this we'll be able to see the critical path, which is the full project in this situation. Further on, let's go resource assignment. In order to assign resources, we need to define them. So let's define these resources, civil engineer. Now, in order to define the resources, we will go to another view. Here we have resource assignments, and here we have resources. So let's go to resources. We already have a database. So on the right side, you can click add a new resource. Let's say demo P6, finish. Resources here, and then I'll click on insert, and I'll have the resources that I need. Again, insert, electrician, and so on. So I will add also the electrician. I can move the resource to the left and add the others as well. Let's say plumber. Remember to have the proper structure. Okay, now resources were added. The next step is to add the resources to our schedule. So let's go back to the activities view. And in order to add the resources, we add the new columns. We go here, list, and we will add resources. Okay, now we can go here and add the resources who will be inside mobilization, project manager. Let's say the project manager can be everywhere. I can select the other tasks. Okay, then excavation and earthworks, civil engineer. I can double click, foundation, civil as well. Structure and installation, let's add the others, and finishing, let's say maybe electrician. Okay, so we added the resources. Next step is to see before saving the baseline, how is everything going on. So we can go and display the S-curve. So we can see in this moment what is the budgeted labor for the project. Also, we can see that at the resource level. We can go here, display, filter by, and we can say current project resources. So we can see each resource, how it is allocated, or the overall resources. Great, so we have the resources. We can also add different information, columns, units. We can go and see what is the total budgeted labor units for this project. So we have 2,360 hours for this project. Okay, next we can go and see how much it will cost. Let's go to cost. Let's use budgeted total cost, for example, put it in the end. The cost seems to be 0, so there is no cost for the resources. Let's go back to the resources and we can put a cost for each of it. For example, civil engineer. We'll go to units and prices and we'll say there is a standard rate for this one, for the electrician as well, and so on. Okay, if we go back, we'll see prices have changed, so you need to recalculate assignment. In order to do that, you can go to tools and recalculate assignment costs. Recalculate.
After we have recalculated the cost, we can see the total value of the project. It's important to remember that this recalculation is only required if you change the resource cost after the assignment. Now we have the labor units, we have the total cost, we are ready to do the baseline. When we do that, of course, we'll have the S-curve, so we'll have the S-curve for the labor units and also for the total cost. We can also display them if you want. Here we can have cumulative. Okay, and this will display the curves if you want as well. Okay, in order to save the baseline project, assign baseline. Sorry, we need to go to project, maintain baseline. Here we will first create it, save a copy of the current. The copy was done, and now we can go to project, assign once the baseline was created. And we can select our baseline. We click OK. The baseline was assigned. In order to see the baseline on the Gantt chart, we need to go right click, bars, and you need to click on the primary baseline. Now the baseline is visible. Now let's test what's the thing with the baseline. If you modify a duration, so let's add the duration. I will add the duration of a task. Let's add original duration. For example, excavation, the baseline was done, but after a new meeting, this is going to take 20 days. And we can see this modification compared to the baseline. if we do F9 for the schedule, so in order to do that, tools schedule, and we can see that we already have delays against the baseline due to this duration change. Okay, next step. Let's see what's the next step. Apply 50% completion update. For example, foundation done, structural 25%. So let's go. For the progress update, you can use the flashlight. This will put in yellow the activities that are being planned in the reporting period. So let's use for 1 month up to the end of March. It means site mobilization, is it done or not? If you want to update it, we can display the activity details, go to status, and we can say this is finished. And the task became blue. We can also display the progress columns. We can put percent complete, and we can use activity percent complete. That will tell us if the task is done or not. Let's go back, and we have structural 25% complete. Let's say excavation is 25%. How we can do that? We can say task is started. Initial plan is 7 April. Let's say it was started in not on 11 but on 9. The progress will be done end of March, so the next expected finish can be, let's say, 15 April. We have some delays. Okay, so we have this, and for the person complete, we have the option to give it as a physical or by duration. If we use physical, we go here, choose physical, go back to status, and we can put a physical 25% complete. The duration we'll see will be calculated automatically. So we can see already activity percent complete here, 25%. Let's display the duration percent complete. You can see also this difference now. So it's 0. If I make a schedule, now when I do the schedule, after you apply the updates, you need to do it at the data date, and we'll see how everything is calculated. It seems I have some other projects open, so apply selected for the open projects. The new data date will be 1st of April, let's say. I do the schedule, so everything that's on the left side is in the past. I have the physical here 25, the duration is 45%, based on the expected finish, we put it 15 April. Overall project progress by duration is 14%, and the physical percent complete is individual. Okay, let's go back and see some earn value indicators. So we'll display earn value, plan value, and so on. We can make a right click, columns, and we can have all these indicators, earn value. So we can have earn value costs, labor units. There are different other indicators that can be displayed. So we can also put index, cost variance index, schedule variance index. Okay, so let's see what it's all about. For example, in terms of cost, no variance, but in terms of schedule, we have some delays, so we have minus 0.83. So this is how we can have these on value indicators. Okay, review delays and forecast completion date. Let's see that. Right click columns. We can go to durations, and here we have variance versus baseline project finish date, for example. Okay, so you can see we have a 16 days delay for the overall project completion, and this is based on the latest task. Latest thing, export the Gantt chart for reporting. You can include additionally an S-curve. You can see the actual. Okay, you can put it also on the curve. Let's say you have the cumulative. You can have the baseline as well. Okay, so baseline, actual, and this is the budgeted. Usually, we use the estimated completion in this situation, labor units, so like that you have a correct S-curve that is being displayed. Okay, we will make a print preview now. go to options. Profile is being displayed, but it's not shown. So what we need to go in the page setup, you can say one page tall, sorry, and you need to click apply. Okay, this is your report. If you want to increase the table, go here and say adjust to, let's say we want this area to be bigger, the other smaller. Now I click again fit one to one, apply. Now, if you want that bigger, I come back 60% and then fit the time scale to one page, and this will ensure the time scale is lined up. So this is the report, and you can of course do more adjustments. You can print it, save it as a PDF, and that's your report. Schedule. Okay. Okay. Report has been saved, and after that you'll be able to see it in PDF and do some analysis. Okay, that's all for our quick training. Based on the steps and the PMBoK guide, you have now real-world project planning and control in short. Thank you.